everyone. Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Things. Do not forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling with Things and like our Facebook page at Wrestling with Things. Wrestlemania 35 is coming up very soon. The marquee matches need to get predicted, and I think there's a lot of good ones that we could dive deep into. But since by popular demand, I'm going to respect it. I say we get the women's match out the way. I respect it.
It's a big match.
It's a big match. I do, but I think there's not as much layers to pull back in and kind of have a side discussion with. So let's start. Let's start with it.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's what am I saying? Raw World Champion for the women's. Who you got, Sammy?
I got Charlotte Flair. I think they're going to give her another achievement under her belt, mainly because she's been the one that hasn't touched the world gold in a long time. And not only that, she already has the most decorated resume out of all of them. Mm-hmm. So I see them just handing it to Charlotte, saying, here's another one.
I ain't mad at that because I think for the first time, I think the hype behind this match is real for the simple fact that for the first time the women have like an actual marquee match with star power all around. Like they basically got Charlotte Flair, who's in my mind, and I think in majority fans' match, she's the best women's wrestler ever. Like it's not even close to me. Absolutely. And you got the best women's wrestler ever. You got the greatest women's draw ever in Ronda Rousey, and then you got the hottest rebel good guy in Becky Lynch. Becky. Yeah, so you got the three that are really great at what they do. So. But I think Becky Lynch wins it. It makes the most sense.
That's what I was going
She just
had the belt though.
No, not really. Yeah, on SmackDown Live.
Who had it before Asuka?
I just said that on SmackDown
Live.
I'm saying. But I don't think that matters. I think they designed this from the get-go for Becky's rise because this time last year she was just another woman on the roster, and now here you go. She's the most on fire good guy they have, so I think this is gonna put the icing on the cake and make it official that she's the main good guy for the women.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna go with, Becky Lynch. Just because she's the crowd favorite. And
they're really behind her.
Yeah, so I just feel like she's gonna come out victorious between those three, honestly. Even though she had it recently, but I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'll tell you this: all three of these women have like almost equal chance. That's what kind of makes it good.
They do.
They don't have a chance.
I'm not rolling out Ronda
because Ronda's bad guy now, and that's a whole nother, level they could tap into her character. They've been tapping into.
She could be like a beast and like.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with Ronda. If you beat both of them in the same match, who's gonna beat you then?
Yeah, I don't think Ronda's gonna win.
You see what I'm saying?
In my pecking order, she has the least chance, but I wouldn't be shocked if she won. Yeah. But I'm gonna say Becky Lynch.
I'm gonna go with the Queen.
Let's get it. Batista versus Triple H, no holds barred, anything goes. Sammy, who do you have?
Oh, Hunter, easily.
Hunter, easily. Now, who do you have, and how do you see the match finishing?
I got Hunter beating them clean.
Beating
them down, and bringing them back to Hollywood. That's what I see him. That's what I see him doing. Come on, let's keep it serious. Batista he's half in and half out. He really doesn't want to be here.
No,
he's just doing this.
You don't need to tell me. But hold on. I respect where you're coming from.
I think he's done after.
But I think I legitimately think. Hear me out here. I legitimately think, and I see why you're saying that. I get why. I legitimately think Triple H and Batista, they're great friends in real life, obviously. Of course. Triple H brought him into the business, really was his mentor. So I really think they had an internal discussions. I don't know this, but I'm just putting two and two together based off past history with situations like this. I think they sat down and they agreed upon this one match, and they were like, let's see how it goes. If it's a classic, and which I think it will be, and the crowd's really into it, we'll kind of get a few more months out of Batista's run.
Out of here.
I think hold on, hear me out. Hold on. I think that it's a wait and see approach. That Triple H does that with guys a lot in the past. It's like they didn't exactly commit to the future, but they'll see how the crowd has the feedback, see how into it everybody is, and see how good the match is, and then he might come for a few more dates. I say that because
it won't be like it will be like months apart.
I think so too.
But
I say that the main reason I said that, he did say that, he was like, I want this to be my last one, and I want to put you on my way out. But they're not. The commentators are not calling it retirement. You know, when it's really retirement, they'll use the word. So I think that's the reason why I don't think it's his last match. Last match. I think they're seeing how it goes, and if it goes bad, then they won't want to use him again.
Bad.
It won't go bad. I'm not even entertaining that.
That's why.
Which is why I think he'll fight on a couple more matches. I think maybe two more
But it'll
matches.
be like
goes
once. If anything,
it'll be like SummerSlam.
It'll be like one every year.
It'll be like SummerSlam and WrestleMania, basically. The big ones.
He's too big for this, dude.
They're not calling it retirement, but nonetheless, I think Batista wins.
You really think Batista?
I seriously think Batista wins, and they can.
Watch him out.
And Batista sticks around for a few more months.
Watch him out.
Get out of here,
That's
man.
But pay attention. Hold on. Pay attention to the built-in narrative since the Evolution days. Do you really know Batista's the one guy Triple H never beat? Even back then, that's exactly why the narrative is that Batista's the one guy that has his number. That's always been the narrative. Since when he was roughing him up in Hell in a Cell, since when he slammed him through that table when he turned on him, I think Batista wins.
Yo, honestly, bro, I love Batista. He's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. But it like just it always was like that. Like Batista was always the bully, but it's roles are reversed, bro. Triple H looked 10 times bigger than him. Triple H was like he wants to take his head off, bro. I'm going with Triple H.
You going with Triple H?
Yo, and I love Batista too, but Triple H is gonna take his head off.
I just feel like this can't be a
one-time
thing.
Nah, I feel like Batista's retiring. He's gonna be a Hall of Fame.
He's doing too much in the Marvel.
Exactly.
But you gotta maximize the return on that investment, man. You can't let them come for just one. Albeit it's WrestleMania, but
That's
the most important.
Yeah, but we already see that Hollywood stars ain't working with the whole wrestling thing, bro.
Obviously.
Or they come every year.
I know they can't be here every day. I know that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be hard to maximize the thing on him because I'm pretty sure Batista got like 10 other movies he's doing right now.
That's basically being retired.
Yeah, he might as well just lose this fight and then go in the Hall of Fame next year and don't come back.
He's gonna come back every year.
I'm just waiting.
I don't see him fighting again.
If he's in shape,
so you're calling it a retirement?
Yeah.
They're not calling it, so I'm not ready to say that. That's where I'm at.
But I'm saying this was the whole goal of this fight because Batista always said
he did always say that in real life. He did. But
you see what I'm saying?
But usually, they usually emphasize it more. Like they did it for Rick, they did it for Shawn. They retired,
they did it while they were wrestling. These dudes is leaving and shit, and they coming back. They're not doing that.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you mean. I see your perspective. I see it.
Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, they were
active.
Yeah, they were active.
They died.
They were active when they were given that.
It might be like they don't need to exactly say it. Situation. Yeah.
Exactly. It's almost like
it's implied.
And Batista's always the type of guy he likes to go out on his own terms.
And you know how he left. Remember how he left?
He likes to quit on his own terms.
Remember how he left? He said this what is it? The WWE it can't do nothing for me. He was trashing him basically. And he just left. So I don't know how much they really care about him coming back. Honestly, they might.
They're gonna give him the Hall of Fame ring next year.
No, I know that, but he's Hall of Famer. But I'm saying I don't think they really care about bringing him back for more matches. If this is his last one, they'll be like whatever.
Yeah, they'll accept it.
They'll accept it. Honestly, they'll move on from him. They've already added like 8 Batistas in that motherfucker. Big ass dudes.
Size wise, yeah, kinda.
Nah, I'm just talking about Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Alright, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Basically a WWE all-time production and a TNA production that made his way to WWE. I gotta say, this is the sleeper match of the night. I think this is the match that's not getting the hype, but when you watch it and you see how the moves they do, the counters they do, I gotta tell you, the guy in the WWE who probably does the best on the fly reversals is Randy Orton. Like,
because all his moves are on the fly.
It's just it's always snap in the best moments.
That quick power bomb, you can do that anytime.
He's literally RKO's people in every situation.
So it's
but the crazy part is it to do it in a live setting in front of 80,000 people, the precisions he does it in, like, he did it once to Evan Bourne when he floated upside down.
Yeah,
It takes great timing to like get it, nail it, and he always does it. I think Randy Orton wins this. I think he's gonna get AJ Styles.
He loves the older people.
I seriously think so. I love AJ Styles, but
No, I know.
I think Randy Orton's gonna win this. I think this is. I know Sammy jokes around, but in all seriousness, I think at times WWE never hesitates, whether it's a former talent from ECW or TNA. Sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, we love you, but we'll remind you you're not a WWE creation," and you'll take the L.
Oh no,
I think
that's
I think they'll favor Orton in that respect.
That's for sure.
But I also think this
That's
is not.
realistic.
I also think Orton needs this big win. AJ doesn't really need this big win. Randy Orton hasn't got a great win in a while, to me, and he's still a top player. He's still doing it.
Well, I don't feel he needs it. I feel like they're just gonna give it to him.
Well, yeah, he's not desperate for it, but
You know what I mean?
he can use this.
He's definitely. I definitely see him winning in RKO fashion. He's gonna get him
Some type of mid-air
Yeah,
crazy
he's gonna get
stunt
him-
shit.
He's
It's gonna
probably
be a match.
You know how
It's gonna be
AJ
a
does
match,
that
though.
450? He's gonna somehow
He's
get
gonna
him.
RKO.
I don't know how
it's
he's
gonna be.
gonna do
It's
it.
gonna be a great fashion too. But
Randy's winning.
I definitely think he wins because at the end of the day, you over there. You're your whole prime.
Just like you said, yeah, just like you said.
And pound for
You
pound,
over
Randy
there.
Orton is honestly better than him. So
Obviously.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with him losing, even though AJ Styles is great still. Like,
I
that's
love AJ.
I know,
too,
but I know his
Randy is
fans-
also one of my all-time favorites. So
Yeah.
and then just the meaning of it, like I just feel like how AJ Styles said he's the what the savior of the reason or the
He's
reason
he built the house
Yeah.
of SmackDown.
built the house of SmackDown. That's a crop. That's a bunch of crop.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a
yeah,
lot of
that's like, yo,
race.
get your TNA ass out of
Yeah,
here.
it's
Say
just-
no.
That's the story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that, and that's why
Yeah.
Randy Orton's gonna win. Just because
Yeah.
he's bringing his TNA. Randy Orton's gonna kill him.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Not kill him, but it's gonna be a good match. I can't wait to watch that one.
If you think AJ Styles is gonna win, let us know in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling with Things.